Welcome back to the third part of this tutorial. Okay, what I want to try and achieve now is here, you see where we have view payment. I want to enter a Treeview there, Treeview table, and in here I'm going to add a notebook for any comment. So let's exit out, and I'm going to come right down here, there, right underneath there. Let's enter as follows. First of all, copy that and just paste it. Right. Okay. Let's get it all indented. There. And right here, I'm going to enter as follows. Let's say top frame. Just creating another frame, top frame. Let's call it top frame, shall we say 11? Okay, equals frame, and tab frame 2 is going to be the host of top frame. So let's say border for the top frame equals 10, and the width, that is going to be, I'm going to make that approximately 1340. Then I'll make the height maybe 100. There we go. And let's get it revealed. So that is going to be rigid. Okay, close that. Now I'm going to just round up the top frame 11. Come right down here, paste. There we go. So that's going to be dot grid, and that will be row 00. Okay, so I'm just going to grab this, paste that in here. Row 00. That's row 0, column 0. There we go. Alright, so that one is sorted. I'm going to just copy and paste. Let's copy that for another frame that is going to be 12. We have 12 here and 12 here, and that of 12 is going to be row 1, and column will be 0. Alright, I'm going to now add a label. Maybe just copy a label here. Where is it? There we go, right here. I'm just going to grab this very label and bring it right down here. There. Paste. So this very label is now going to be a child of top frame 11. There we go, this very one, top frame 11. And what about the size? Okay, the text is 40, and what text content do we want on it? Maybe Payroll Management System. Okay, that's fine. And I think that we do for this very frame. Get it centered. What about the border? Let's add a border to it. I'm just going to say border equals 10, comma. I'm going to press enter. Right, and the spacing in there, I'm just going to make that 72. There we go, 72. Get rid of that, and that is it. Let's save this. Let's run and save it and just see how the title is going to look like. Let's go right in here. We have an error somewhere. Tab 2. Let's see. Oh, tab, not okay. That should be tab. That should be a B. B here. Right, and let's see the title. That is the title in there, and here that is where my Treeview will be. So close that. Now let's create our Treeview right underneath here. I'm going to need one more of these, so now that's where we copy and just paste it right underneath there. Right, that's fine. Okay, in here, let me create my Treeview. So for this very Treeview, first of all, I'm just going to define the scroll widget. I'm going to say equals scroll bar there, and scroll bar is going to be inside top frame 2. No, it's 12 really. 12. Then comma, the orientation is going to be, let's make that horizontal. There we go, horizontal. And I'm going to copy this, and we need one for vertical as well. Change this to vertical. There we go. And this is going to be Y. Let's change that to Y. Yeah. Get it indented. Okay, that is looking good for now. Yeah. Alright, the next thing I want to now do right underneath is I'm going to now create my I will create the Treeview. So I'm going to call it self dot, there's a payroll, yeah, underscore record. So we say records equals ttk dot Treeview. Yeah, that's correct. Treeview, and that is going to be right inside top frame 12. Yeah, comma height, and I'm gonna make that about 22. Columns equals as follows. Now the very first column is going to be reference. If you guys can still recall the column on my database, so close that. Let me just show you guys the data on the database. There we go. You can see reference, first name, address, and so on. Those are the data that I'm entering right inside the Treeview here. So I'm going to say comma. The next one is going to be full name, and so on. There. So let's just speed that up. There we go. Those are all the data. I've just called every single data in there that I have right here on my columns here. Alright, and I've also called my scroll bars. Now let's come down here and create our first thing first. Let's round up these scroll bars. So just grab this very one and come right down here, and I'm just going to say .pack, and that is going to be, let's say side equals, let it be at the bottom. Yeah, comma, I want you to fill it. Right, that is going to be the x-axis. So I'm going to repeat the same thing for the y. Scroll bar, come right down here, paste the y scroll bar. This is going to be a y. There we go. And this is going to be y-axis, y, and side I'm going to make that right to be on the right hand side. Okay, there we go. Okay, the next thing we want to do now is I'm going to get my Treeview here, so paste that underneath here, and let's have the Treeview, get that indented, come on, there. So let's say Treeview dot heading. The very first one is going to be the, let's go for full name. The very first one, no, that should be, no, reference. Paste that right there, that's reference. And the reference, the text content that I want in the reference is going to be text equals reference. Yeah, that's reference is fine because I'm going to need some space anyway, so we just type in ref there. Now let's repeat the same thing for the name. Grab that. Okay, so the next one is full name. Full name here, and we have full name here as well. So the full name I can always, maybe because of I'm gonna need some room, I'm just gonna change that to name. I'm gonna need another one for the address. So address, copy, paste this one here and here as well. So might as well just speed that up, change this to uppercase. Guess you guys get the whole idea. I'm just gonna speed that up now. Okay guys, those are all the data that will be on the Treeview view taken care of. These are for the headings. So let's do one thing. We now need to round up these headings. So I'm going to come right down here. Let's just grab all of these. Yeah, grab that. Just come right down here and just enter sub.payroll underscore record. That will be show headings. Show headings as array kind of equals headings. There we go. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to then define the columns each. So self.row dot column, and the first one I'm going to make that reference. So let's say ref there. Let's close that up, and the width for the reference we're going to say that will be 70. There. Okay, that's fine. So let's take care of the others. Grab this, copy, paste, underneath there, paste. The next one is going to be, let's go for full name. There, and we go for address. That is address. I'm now going to just speed that up. Guess you guys get the whole idea. Alright, so that is the columns all taken care of. So the next thing I want to do now is I'm going to get it packed. So paste that. Let's just leave a bit of room in there. Okay, come right down here and I'm going to say dot pack, and we say fill equals on both sides, equals both. Then we also want it to expand equals 1 there. Now I need to get it binded, so let's say dots bind, and I'm going to use on button release. This is button release. This is just the event I'm going to be using. Button release. -1. There we go. And just close that. So I'm going to close that as well. Right, that is fine. Okay, let's try it out. We should be able to see the tree view and all of this data in them. So let's just come up here. This is where this tree view starts from, all the way down. Okay, bring it down so that you guys can see it. Yep, take it from the top again, down. Yep, and that is it. Okay, let's run it now. See, run my very first tab, and let's go to tab Treeview. There we go. That is it. All in order. That is fine. So close that. Now we need to create. We need to create just the notebook. Come in here. I call that notebook. I'm going to copy that. Right underneath here, I'm going to enter. Yeah, and I'm going to call that top frame 13. 13 here, 13 there, and top frame 13 is going to be a child of tab 3. Tab 3. Right, and tab 3 is going to be in top frame is going to be there, 0, column 0. Every other thing is that's fine anyway. And I'm going to add a title as well. Yeah, let's add a title. I can copy that title up there. Come up here, right here. Let's copy all of this. I'm just please paste that down here somewhere. There we go. Right. Just going to change it around a little bit. That will be LBL notes, because it's just going to be for notes. If you want to enter any notes, there we go. And okay, it's going to be inside top frame 13. And what about the width? Okay, let's leave the font is fine. What about the text on it? Let's change the text as follows. So it's going to be Payroll Notebook. Notebook. There we go. Get rid of the part. Okay, so Payroll Notebook, this is fine. It's centered and it's 0, 0 here. Let's change it to 0, 0. There. Column 0, everything is 0. There. Okay, the other thing I'm going to do now is let me enter an entering widget. This entering widget is going to be that is going to be the one we'll be using to take the notes. So I'm going to call that self.txt notes. and set.txt dot equals text, and text is going to be a child of top frame 13. What about font and so on? I can just grab all of these for now. Grab all of that, paste that in here. Right, the width, I'm going to make that about 20. Grab that, paste that in here, and change this to 20. Okay, what about the height? Let's place the height right here. Height is going to be 22, comma. Okay, let's say it's going to be about 14 bold, and the notes. I'm going to grab this. Let's round up the notes. Dot grade, that would be 00 as well. Copy that and paste that right here. Get it indented. There we go. Okay, let's see. I'm going to try it out now. This should be 1 because this is 0. Now let's try it out. We have to save it first. Come in here, save, there. There, there's no error. So mainframe, okay, tab number 2 and tab number 3. So we can then enter whatever I want to enter in there. That's good. Okay, that's fine. Brilliant. Okay, let's make sure it's saved, and we need to start putting together functions now to get the whole system rolling. Okay, the very first function that I'm going to take care of now, let's take care of that of the calculator first. So let's just get that out of the way. That'll be a bit faster. Let's come in here and maybe right underneath here. Right underneath here we do. So let's come, I'm going to copy this. Just paste that in there. I'm going to call it calculator. Alright. So the very first function, let's say function btn click, and that will be for numbers. Right, close that. The argument is for numbers. There. Now let's say we have a global variable here. Okay, let's see. I think I'm gonna have to enter this underneath here. Yeah, I'm gonna paste it here. And in there, I'm now gonna say operator. The operator itself equals as follows. Equals operator. Let's come right here. It's equals operator plus numbers. There. And this variable right here, we're going to now say dot, paste that right here, dot set, and that is going to be for operator. That will be, that'll take in everything we have inside operator. There we go. Right, that's fine. So this should take care of my numbers. Now let's take care of the clear. Let's come back in here. Let's say function btn clear, and in the case of clear, I'm going to come back in here and just say add my global variable as well. and just clear. So grab these two. In fact, grab everything in here and paste that here. And I'll just delete it, the ones I don't need. Let's delete this. That will be nothing, and in here that will set that to nothing as well. Yeah, I should clear that. Okay, what about equals? They're looking good so far. I'm gonna grab that, come back in here, paste, and this will be for equals. In case of equals, we change this one to equals anyway. Let's say btn equals. And that is fine. So let's create a local variable here that will be, I'm just going to call that sum up, something like that. Sum up, that will be equals. Convert that to string and get it evaluated. And what are we evaluating? We're evaluating what we have inside the operator. There we go. So we need to close that one more. Now, the input equals sum up. Text input equals sum up. There, that's a bit straightforward. Why I would say operator equals clear. There. Alright, that should take care of that should take care of the buttons. Okay, while at it, let's call all of these functions now. I'm going to go to the very first button. Let's go to button number 7. Come right here and use lambda to take care of that. I think it's called digit 7. I call it digit 7. There we go. Digit number 7. Right there. So for digit number 7, so right here, very good. Enter a comma. And I'm going to say command that is equals lambda column btn click, and that is going to be 7. Right, that is fine. So I'm going to grab this. Let's grab this. We repeat the same thing for 8. Copy. We have 8 in here. Change that to 8. It's 9. Change that to 9. Okay, that's button 9. Now the plus sign, we're going to change this to plus sign. There we go. So now we repeat the same process for button number 4. That is 4 here. 5. That is 5 here. We have 6. Paste, that's 6. And that is subtract. There. And we change that to subtract. There. Now the same process goes for button 1. That is 1 there. Button 2. Let's just paste it all first. We have 2 here. Change that to 2. And change this to 3. And here that is multiplication. There. Okay, the next one is 0. Paste that for 0. And I'm going to paste it for this one as well. This is going to be division. Okay, 0 is going to be 0 right here. and this is clear, so I'm going to say comma. Command for clear is going to be command equals btn clear. I call that. Right, that's fine. Now I also have the equals, so I'm going to grab that underneath here, paste equals, and that is equals. There we go. Alright, all done. So let's run that and see how that's going to work. Then just continue with the rest. Let's say 8 plus 9. Oh, is that 8? No, 8. There's 0 in there. Let's go and check letter 8 out. 8. Let's go back to 8. Button 8. Oh, I enter 0, so change that to 8. There we go. At least it's working. Alright, let's do that again. So we now have 8 sorted 8. Yeah, that's good. Times 9. There. Clear works. 12 divided by 4. There. That is good. So that's working. Minus 3. Brilliant. So that's working. So guys, I'm going to call it the end of the third part of this tutorial, and I'll see you guys shortly.